Boy, Sister looks good, doesn't she? She got new teeth, a new nose, new cheeks, and a new personality whilst in lockdown. Nice. Hey up guys, so continuing my coverage of Drag Race UK Season 2, today we're talking about episode 5, and wasn't that a delicious slice of TV? This week was the Ruruvision Song Contest Challenge, which is essentially the equivalent of last season's Frock Destroyers girl group challenge. The queens split up into 2 different groups and they had to come up with their own lyrics for their own verses and also come up with some choreography for their cover of the Ruruvision Song Contest entry, which was U.K Hun. Not quite as good as last year's breakup bye-bye song. That was iconic. This certainly was a bit of a bop though. It was an earworm. I've had it in my head for the last few days. Bing, bang, bong, sing, sang, song, ding, dang, dong. UK Hun. Let's see how this one does though in the UK charts. I was very excited for this challenge. I love like when they have to do girl group numbers and come up with lyrics and dance, and it also was quite on brand with Graham Norton like being the face and voice and synonymous with Eurovision in general. The shock exit of Ginny Lemon walking out of last week's lip sync. The queens were then gagged a second time when they got back into the workroom, and then Ru popped up on the tellies to say, yeah, we have to cease filming because of the COVID pandemic. So yeah, the queens went into hibernation for 7 months and then came back to the workroom. Except there was one queen missing. Sadly, Veronica Green had tested positive for COVID, so she couldn't return to the competition. So she's got an invite to come back in season 3, which is great. But I'm sad she's not here because I actually thought she was one of the front runners for this season. But hey, she's got longer than this bunch of queens to elevate her drag. They got 7 months. She's got like a year and 7 months to learn from her critiques, come back even stronger for season 3, and we all look forward to seeing her come back, Veronica Green. The upside to Veronica Green not being there is that Ru allowed one of the eliminated queens to come back, and the remaining queens got to choose who. We definitely predicted that Ru was going to do that, as in bring one of the eliminated queens back, you know, 7 months off, let's give someone a second chance. But I didn't predict that someone was going to test positive for COVID and they were going to take their place. So yeah, it was kind of like 1 in, 1 out. The remaining queen selected Joe Black to come back. She got the majority of the votes, and a lot of the reasoning behind that was because she was the first one out and didn't get to show a whole lot of what she had to offer, which I can kind of understand why some queens would vote that way, but there is another way to look at it. It's very unlikely that a queen who's been gone for 3 or 4 challenges can come back into the competition and then go on to win it. They're less of a threat because they've got less credibility to take the crown. So I would have personally voted for Asttina Mandella because I thought she had the most to offer as a queen, but I think the queens knew that she was actually fierce competition. Were people voting Joe Black back because, oh, like she deserves to show off what she's got? Or were they being tactical and bring her back because she's less of a threat to take the crown? But what do you guys think? Do you think that's what they were doing with their votes, or do you think they just genuinely wanted to bring Joe Black back? But God, I felt so sorry for Cherry Valentine. She didn't get a single vote. I mean, Asttina did get 2 votes. Who was it? Ahura and Bimini. They decided to bring her back. But, oh yeah, I felt so bad for Cherry Valentine. She didn't get a single vote. Came all that way for nothing. Oh, I guess not nothing. She did get that little gift bag. It's probably worth more than the value of all the repeater badges that Lawrence Chaney has won so far. Plus, Joe Black did stay true to the Drag Race returning queen's curse. You know, when they bring an old queen back to rejoin the competition, but they never seem to last more than a week or 2? Well, that happened here. She fell at the first hurdle. Anyway, the 2 team captains were Joe Black and Lawrence Chaney. On Joe's team, you had Tia Kofe, Sister, and Ellie Diamond, and they were named Banana Drama. And then on Lawrence's team, you had Tayce, Ahura, and Bimini Bon-Boulash, and they were called the United KingDolls, or UKD for short. Personally prefer the name Banana Drama, but not what they brought to the stage. Each team recorded a version of UK Hun with M&EK, and the results were alright. I didn't think there was any lyrics that particularly stood out. I did like Tia's line about being basic, and I also liked the fact that Tayce referenced the memory lip sync that she had. But yeah, there was no bag of chips is stunning, bag of chips is class, bag of chips is sexy, she takes it up the shh. Yeah. Nothing that iconic, I'm afraid. However, there were 2 bag of chips on the runway this week, but more on that later. When it came to the performances though, the United KingDolls slayed it. Their energy levels were high, they were clearly having fun, the judges were having fun just watching them. They actually put some effort into the choreography, thank you very much Tayce, and they all brought sort of a unique flavour to the group, and they actually did feel like a group. At that bit at the end where Bimini Bon-Boulash jumped off the stool into the splits, wow, the judges and I were living for that. And then Banana Drama came on, and it was kind of like being at an old folks home and they put on the hokey cokey to try and get them to move about a little bit, just like, oh, the hokey cokey, oh, the hokey cokey. Yeah, it was just like, it was kind of sad really. The choreography was so simple, but I don't mind simple choreography. The problem was it was just so repetitive. It was just the same damn moves over and over again, and there was no sense of unity as a group. They didn't really feel like a girl group or whatnot, even though it wasn't really the challenge, but at the same time, it just felt like 4 different people happened to be doing the same song with some very cheesy, repetitive dance moves. It was kind of just boring, really. It was camp, but compared to the other group, it just wasn't any fun. It felt like something they had to get through instead of something they were enjoying doing in the moment. But Sister finally arrived in the competition. She actually had some energy, she was enthusiastic to be there, she was very present in the performance bit of the song. But yeah, where has she been hiding all this time? The last 4 or 5 episodes, she's just been hovering through the challenges, not really making any impact. There was no personality coming out, and then all of a sudden, it's like she flicked a switch and or she found the caffeine table in the workroom. Or is it literally just a confidence boost from having your face pulled back and up and tucked and tight and Botox to shit? Amazing what a little bit of plastic surgery can do to your confidence. Ellie Diamond, though, dodged a bullet this week, not being in the bottom 2. Because her performance in Banana Drama was like a deer in the headlights. She looked so petrified all the way through. Also, you can tell during Ellie's verse, she flubbed up her lines. She was not singing in time with her own lyrics. I noticed it. How did the judges not notice it? That's something I don't understand with this season. The judging is so inconsistent. Sometimes I don't understand what they like and what they dislike. It confuses me. But we have to talk about that awkward moment with Joe Black and those 3 little letters that set RuPaul off. H&M. Did anybody else hear the Kill Bill sirens when that happened? Showing up to RuPaul's Drag Race UK in an off-the-rack gown from H&M. Mama Ru was not having any of it. And also, it didn't help that Tia Kofe also showed up in what she thought was elevated drag, but was just like an ice cream cone that you could have got from any party supplies store in the country. It's really sad. She had 7 months off, and then she came back and thought that was elevating her look. Oh, I hope to God her other looks are better than that, because Tia, honey, come on. What have you been doing this 7 months? If I had 7 months off, I would have spent all that time learning how to get the perfect silhouette with my beautiful body, figuring out what works for my body type, and coming back ready to face the criticisms that you had in the first 4 weeks of the competition. What has she been doing? Tia Kofe, I love you, but come on, honey, we need to see how you've grown as a drag queen artist. But I get where RuPaul is coming from. I think the anger and frustration was justified, because you only have to look at this week's episode of Drag Race USA to see the huge difference in quality and execution of runway looks. And he did come all the way across the pond to find the best of the best, and when you show up to the Eurovision or Olympics of drag in an outfit from H&M or Primark, God, it doesn't feel like you're getting your bang for your buck. I get that this is British drag, and we are known for being a bit rough around the edges. We don't mind a bit of mess, it kind of ties in with our sense of humor, but Ru is looking for so much more than just some off-the-rack, pedestrian, run-of-the-mill outfit that anyone can buy from a high street store or from a costume shop. You've got to elevate it, you've got to make it better, you've got to make it special, and just step it up. But when it comes to this week's runway looks, funny enough, my favorite of the bunch might have actually been Joe Black's, with the whole windy ice cream cone thing, that was quite inventive and clever, and he really sold it. Like, the execution was everything in that. But when it came to those two bag of chips looks with Sister Sister and Ahura, it was clear and obvious that Ahura's was a lot better, but the whole plagiarism drama in the workroom when Ahura said, "Oh, you just copied me," I don't know if that was true or necessary. Just like, come on, you're not the first person in the world to come up with an idea of chips in a bag. And you also did execute your look a lot better than Sister Sister did. So I don't know what Ahura is getting so huffy about. I think she just likes to stir the pot and create drama. That's the thing with Ahura. Sometimes I like her and sometimes I don't. She's very hot and cold. And I might be wrong here, but I didn't think Ellie Diamond's seagull bikini look was that great. I thought, you know, the face makeup and the feathers looked great, but from the neck down, all I got was costume. It was kind of a mishmash of ideas with the bikini top and the seagull. I mean, credit to the whole heels and the flippers thing, that was well done, but I don't know, I just wasn't that impressed by it. Is it a toot or a boot, Ellie Diamond's seagull look? Let me know in that comment section down below. The judges seem to genuinely like it, so much to the point where they gave Ellie Diamond a free pass for her stiff performance in Banana Drama, whereas Tia Kofe gave a great performance in a very middle-of-the-road girl group, but her look, the ice cream cone, they did not love, and that was where the bulk of her critiques came this week. I don't know, I feel like the challenge is more important than the look, and I feel like, you know, based on how well he did in the performance, that should be what counts, like what saves you or what puts you in the bottom. And I thought Tia Kofe was miles better than Ellie Diamond this week, but yeah, she still ended up in the bottom two with Joe Black. In the end, it was the United Kingdom Dolls, or UKD, that triumphed this week, and all four of them got a Roo Pizza badge, bringing Lawrence Chaney's tally to 3. She is slaying. That's 3 in a row as well. Oh, I just realized that. Is there any queen that's ever won 3 challenges in a row? Maybe Mandella Creme in her All-Stars season. But yeah, 3 in a row, that's impressive. She's so gonna win this show. I honestly don't know who is her biggest competition now, because I thought it was Veronica Green, but she's not here anymore. Who's the next in line? It might actually be Bimini Bon-Boulash. She's definitely been getting stronger as the weeks have gone by, which is really exciting. As for the lip sync, I wasn't sure who was gonna win it at first, but then right at the end, Tia Kofe just stole the show. You know when you're a kid and you get given an ice cream cone and you're licking it and the ice cream falls off and you get all sad and cry? Well, that was kind of like the equivalent of Tia Kofe's death drop. It was just this ice cream splat right at the end. I thought that was awesome. It was just in the moment, campy, fun, well done. It was just like, oh, she's won it, and rightfully so. I'm glad Tia Kofe's still here. I really love Tia Kofe. Joe Black, I kind of made my peace after he left the first week, so the fact that he came back was nice, but I'm not overly sad this time that he's gone. Also, fun fact, Tia Kofe is the first British queen to survive 2 lip syncs. Didn't happen in the first season of Drag Race UK. If you were in the bottom 2 twice, you always went home on the second go. So Tia Kofe has survived 2. Good on her. Love to hear what you guys have to say about this week's episode of Drag Race UK. Leave it for me in the comment section down below. If you guys have enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Want more movie, TV, RuPaul, Drag Race, and Oscars coverage? Don't forget to click subscribe. And if you want to follow me on any social media, Twitter, Instagram, or Letterboxd, all those links in that video description down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Carefield, and I'll see you next time.